Here is the damage done by Hurricane, or we could just call it Tropical Storm Irene, because the Weather Channel likes to hype things up that don't need to be hyped. But I am not going to say that Hurricane Irene did nothing. Because there's definitely some damage done. Nothing extreme. But it wasn't your typical average storm by any stretch. It was definitely a strong storm. As you can see, this massive branch came down and just missed my shed by about 2 feet. So that's pretty solid piece of wood right there. That's like, oh man, that's like a good 100 pounds. I think. And this one's got to be at least 200 pounds. That would have crushed that shed in a heartbeat. That was probably the biggest branch that came down on mine, and I got to get out from under these trees. The winds are still blowing here at about 1 p.m. Eastern time, of course. And all the things that we tied down did successfully make it and didn't budge through the probably 60-mile-an-hour winds. But everything's pretty much just like a mess. There's branches everywhere, these huge branches. I don't know, that's a really big branch, like bigger than it looks. And it looks big. I think it came off this tree right here somewhere. And wow, here's another big branch I didn't even realize from before. It didn't actually break off yet, but that's a huge branch right here. You can tell it's pointing down, just hanging right now from the threads of the bark. And that thing should be coming down soon, but it looks like it's on pretty tight. That thing's swinging. Branches are still falling down. That thing's pretty big. When that comes down, it might shake a little. My neighbor taped up their windows, which supposedly helps. 0. Yeah, so pretty much just other little branches in the back. And the winds are still gusting. I mean, it's windy out right now. Not hurricane force or anything, but it's still windy. The rain has stopped. My pool's filthy at the bottom. And my dad drained the water to about 2 or I'd say 1 inch below the skimmer. So it filled up about halfway, so a good 3 or 4 inches of rain. It's a good amount. Nothing budged over here. Just a bunch of leaves, and on the side of the house, just more leaves. Alright, gonna continue this in the front. Alright, so now we're in the front, which things are a lot more substantially bad. Here's a little something that came down. Yeah, a nice big tree came down right here. And wow, the winds are whipping right now. So a big tree right here came down. I don't know if you could actually see it. We have a lot of my neighbors' mini trees. A lot of my neighbors' mini trees came down. As you can see right there. I don't even know where they came from. They're just sitting there. That actually might have been in the street. So maybe people pulled it off because it looks like it got like perfectly placed right there. Not too many people on the road, which is very surprising for the road that I live on. You can see 1 car. Alright, now here's some driveways filthy. Got crap all over it. Branches on my dad's truck. We have a little woods next to our house, and actually a full-size tree came down. That was probably the biggest hit we took this whole storm. As you can see, things are just all over the place right here. This is the tree that I got before. See, it's a full-size tree. Alright, so there's where the tree came right down. Huge gouge in the tree. And that came right to there. So that's a portion of a full-size tree right there, and that's pretty serious stuff. But good thing that was in the woods, otherwise that would have been bad. And it looks like another whole part of the tree. You can see that's the first part, and then that's the second part right there, and that one also came down. So that tree is just a mess right now. Yeah, so pretty much hectic in the woods over here. Let me try to get back. And everything just a mess. I mean, once again, I'm not going to say this was your average little storm, because this definitely was far from it. It was very fast winds. I'd say anywhere from 40 to 60. Gusts maybe being over. And so that pretty much wraps up Hurricane Irene. Once again, I'm sorry I didn't get the most footage of the storm actually happening, besides maybe 2 clips, because I tried to stay up all night but ended up falling asleep at 2:30 in the morning and didn't wake up till around 8, and the worst of it was probably I guess 7 to 6:30 to around 9 o'clock-ish. So that's why I didn't quite get the worst parts, and I was so tired, and then I fell back asleep at like 11 till like 1, which now I'm out here again. So I'm sorry for that, guys, but this is the best you're gonna do. It wasn't that bad as they said, and a lot of you probably know that. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching the video. That Long Island thunderstorms have been keeping you updated. Thanks for watching everything, and hope you guys are all safe. Hope no one got hurt. I know there was 11 deaths reported. I'm not sure if any of that was from Long Island yet, but hope you guys are safe. And this pretty much wraps up Hurricane Irene. Next place it's going is the Massachusetts area, but it's definitely not going to be as strong as it was here. And a lot of other places on Long Island did get hit a lot stronger than here in Port Jefferson. So that's about it. Comment in the comments below your storm story, what happened by you. Tell me if it was bad or not, where you live, and we could have a little conversation on there. I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, thanks again. Subscribe for more thunderstorms and snowstorms in the winter, or if we have any more hurricanes, who knows. Alright, this has been Jake from Long Island Thunderstorms. Peace.